and worthy successor to our late chairman, Dave Bittner. Nobody could have done better under those circumstances. I second the nomination of Lenny Curry. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, sir.
If the nominations be closed, that we move for acclamation for a great chairman of the party. We need it now. Second.
I have a motion from the floor to not take any further nominations and also for a vote of acclamation, correct? And I have a second. Any discussion on that motion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Welcome, Chairman Curry.
Even without an announced opponent to the last minute. You're still sweating. Thank you. Thank you, Senator, for the nomination. I appreciate your friendship. And, you know, I have had the privilege of serving as your chairman just over a year now. In fact, it's just a little over a year ago that I filled the shoes, had to step into the shoes of Dave Bittner. And over the last year plus, we've had some ups and we've had some downs. Particularly when we talk about the national elections. We're doing great things in Florida, and you're going to hear about that today, job creation and paying down our debt and keeping the cost of living down. We are the example of what we should be doing in D.C. But we had a national election here. We had some really high highs and some really low lows. And the lows got pretty low. And that has created a national chatter, and even to some level a statewide chatter. Well, let's be very clear and very plain to the critics. The Republican Party here in the state of Florida is strong. It is strong, and it's going to get stronger. You have my commitment on that. You know, the new Lincoln film, has anybody in here seen the new Lincoln film? That film reminds us, and even the books on Lincoln, but the film now today reminds us that the Republican Party has in fact contributed significantly to the greatness of the United States of America. I mean, that is a historical fact. And that movie would also remind us that while in Lincoln's time they debated tactics, members of the party debated tactics, well, we debate internally as well. And you know what? To the critics I say, well, debate in the pursuit of truth and in the pursuit of solutions, which is what we are doing, that's good, that's healthy, and that demonstrates our commitment to our principles and to, in fact, a better future and a better tomorrow. And our principles are very clear, and I've been thinking a lot about this lately, coming off this national election. We believe in people. The Republican Party, the people sitting in this room, those of you that I know, rank and file Republicans in the state of Florida, believe in people. We believe that those people were endowed by their Creator to pursue their hopes, their dreams, their lives, and their families. And that those pursuits are protected by a divinely inspired document called the Constitution. That is what we believe. And we didn't hear a lot about that over the last year. Now, I would say probably, perhaps the best standard bearer of these principles that we all still know and love, and at many times said it very simply and very eloquently. Ronald Reagan, in his very first inaugural address, I want you to hear this, because this connects today, it's relevant. It is not my intention to do away with government. It is rather to make it work. To work with us, not over us, stand by our side, not ride on our backs. Government can be a vehicle to providing opportunity, not smother it. Foster productivity, not stifle it. That's what we believe. That's what Floridians believe. That's what we're doing in the state of Florida. Unfortunately, though, we have allowed, I say we collectively as a party nationally, we have allowed someone else to carry our message. There's now this sort of stigma that the Republican Party is the party of no, the party that doesn't believe in individuals, the party that dislikes. And it's just not true. I fell in love with the party of Ronald Reagan when I was a kid. I fell in love with it because it was about morning in America. Those aren't just words. We live that. It's about morning in America. It's about the shining city on a hill. And it's up to us in this room to not be tagged as the party of no and the party of not for opportunity, but we have to go back to reclaiming that vision and that message. And you have my commitment. You have my commitment, with your help, that I will advocate and preach that message and yell it and live it and walk it every single day. But I'm going to need your help. And in closing here, the plans moving forward are very simple, very pragmatic, because we're doing some things before. We have our dynamic leader, our governor, and lieutenant governor that we are going to re-elect. Our cabinet, who love the state of Florida and work for the state of Florida every single day, we're going to elect the members of our cabinet. And we're going to work our tail off, give the Speaker and the Senate President more majorities so the conservative agenda, the agenda for people and for Floridians, will pass easily. But as I said, I'm going to need your help. You know, the governor and I have been talking about the county parties and you guys are the boots on the ground. And what you're going to see this year is very specific, but very simple instructions and marching orders to connect with voters. And we're going to reward you when you do it. So stay tuned on that front. In closing, I can't do these things alone. And please know that being a Republican does not require just an unyielding orthodoxy to not thinking. That's another thing that certain members of the media like to stick on us. We must continue to ask questions, continue to believe in tomorrow, and work here in the state of Florida for the people of the state of Florida. So thank you. It's just such an honor to be here again, and I'm all in. God bless you.